everyone, Rob here with another play video. Today we're going to have Modern Elves, and we're going to do, I think, a couple of different variants, but first I need to introduce a very special and amazing guest here, Jeffrey Sims. Jeff, how's it going, man?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, so you actually reached out to us, and you really wanted to play Elves, and you wanted us to test Elves against what we have here at the SnapCast.
Absolutely.
Because you think that it's an underutilized deck, and that it can actually do very well, especially where the format is kind of shaped now.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, and what led you to that?
Well, I've been an avid player of Magic the Gathering for 25 years. I've been playing since it came out. And my first deck that I ever put together was a elf deck from Alpha, Beta, Fallen Empires, Homelands, and then when Ice Age came out. Oh, wow. And it was not viable at all. My God, it was horrible. But over time, Elves have, definitely evolved. I've been wanting to play them. I've been wanting to see them viable. They're viable in Standard once again now. They're viable now in Modern. They've been, I want to say, a viable thing for some time. I know that there are currently three. In my opinion, there are three strong versions of Elves, which you've got Green-White, which is the combo piece with Vizier and Devoted Druid. Vizier of Remedies, which is a human from Amonkhet, and Devoted Druid from Morningtide, and that gives you the infinite mana play. You've got Green-Black Elves, which heavily utilizes the Shaman of the Pack for the Elf Ball effect. The more elves you get out, you can either go wide and attack, or you can burn them out. You can burn your opponent out. And then the version I've got right here, this is courtesy of Digital Drummer, and he was also shown by Saffron Olive from MTG Goldfish. And I saw the deck, I loved it, I wanted to put it together, and I'm ready to play it now.
Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and get shuffled up in the deal. We're going to do some rock, lobster, paper, tiger, scissors, lizard to see who goes first. Little rock, paper, scissors. The way I like to do this, and it's a good way too if you want to do this at an event, have your opponent choose both cards. That way they can't try to say, oh, well, you know which cards are which because you're the one shuffling them. They might say, oh, you know this one's this card, so if I have you choose first, I can choose the trump card. So pretty much I'll just put the three out. You pass one to me, pass one to yourself. Okay, and then we'll flip. Scissors, rock beats scissors, so it's your choice.
All right, I will play first.
All right.
Naturally, I'm going to play first because I am an elf player.
Right. Okay, so hopefully this is nice and shuffled up. Here, and I know I told you earlier to move it, but to keep it on camera. Because we do not have a producer, it's just two of us in the office today.
I know.
So we can't do the digital live tracking or what game it is, so just keep track. I'll do my best to update the W's up in the corners. New deck layout, visual deck list, or deck viewer, whatever you want to call it. They kind of messed up. There's a few cards that doesn't register from the Elves deck, and if you saw on the infect list, actually it was missing one of Pendlehaven from last week's video. Don't know why, doesn't like to register those cards. 6, 7. Okay. And then if you want to move that over there, or if you want to keep it off camera, your deck, that's perfectly fine too. Because we really don't need to see your deck. Oh, don't forget your bottom card. Try to cheat already. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You calling me a cheater,
5,
young man. I know where you live. Just kidding. Just kidding, ladies and gentlemen. I will not kill him. I promise.
He'll maim me instead. Alright, so looking at the hand here, like it seems like I can actually have a decent start, but I am missing a very viable piece. Don't have a turn one play, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and move this to a mulligan.
Alright. I, however, do have a wonderful turn one play.
I'm sure you do.
Honestly, I think that this will definitely do the trick with what I have in hand. You could definitely do a different style over time, but I would not say flood your hand with mana elves. I would not say flood your hand with lands. You really want to have that equalizing medium in there. You want to have like maybe a couple lords. You want to have maybe a couple mana dorks.
Okay.
1 to 2 lands maybe. With this deck, I can run off of 1 land hand.
Gotcha. 4, 5, 6.
Again, courtesy. I mean, this is courtesy of Digital Drummer. Saffron Olive from MTG Goldfish threw that out there. I just want to make sure that I throw that out there. Shout out to everybody there with that. Digital Drummer, this deck is awesome. That's my opinion, and I love it.
I'm definitely going to be keeping this on the draw.
Alrighty, so
Don't
I'll
want to
be on
draw
the play.
that. Alright, we're set. Go ahead.
Hang Forest, tap Forest, and Landward Elf.
Start with the Mana Dork.
Boom.
And pretty much the lead on with a Mana Dork like Land War Elves, Elvish Mystic, anything like that, that should let the opponent know that, hey, you're on Elves, right?
Mm-hmm.
That should be to complete that giveaway. Alright, so Ancient Stirrings. Look at the top 5 cards. I can choose a colorless one. One of the cards that actually a lot of people are calling for in the ban announcement coming up here shortly.
Oh, I know. You know, the funny thing about ban is that, you know, you see a lot of people out there like, you need to ban this card, you need to ban that card. The thing is that, you know, WotC's going to do what WotC's going to do, and it's, you know, it's not really going to be influenced by the players.
Go ahead.
If you think that they are, hey, I'll admit when I'm wrong.
I have arguments for and against. I mean, a lot of people, they were calling for the banning of Chain Whirler for the longest time. It never happened. But then, yeah, WotC will do something for the public. It's like, why are you doing things like this? The banning the Splinter Twin right before the Modern Pro Tour after the reprint, that was a big one, as well as the preemptive ban of Rampaging Ferocidon in Standard as well. All right.
So laying a second Landwar Elf and throwing out a Nettle Sentinel.
This is starting to get away quick. And that's it. All right.
Pass the turn.
So good thing here though is even though it is moving kind of slow, I should be able
Here comes
to do
the power plant. Maybe the mine.
what I need to do next.
Ancient Stirrings is a very good card. It's very viable in Urza Tron. Ah!
So we're going to go Star,
Chromatic
and
Star.
we're actually going to go ahead and cast the Star this turn.
You're going to crack the star.
Nope, can't crack it. So you do that, there we go. And now it's going to be your turn.
Pass turn. Alright. Okay. Cast Heritage Druid. And we will go tap green.
Okay.
Heritage Druid because it's in play. Tap 3 untapped elves you control for 3 green mana.
Yeah. So you got 4.
So I have 4 green mana floating. Collected Company.
Yep. This is your turn 3 right now.
Mm-hmm. Normally this is the time where I would start digging really hard for a couple lords. Normally I'd like to see this deck move a little faster. So the 2 I will choose is Dwynen's Elite. And I'll choose Imperious Perfect.
Okay.
Dwynen's Elite has an ETB effect. Bring an elf and bring a 1/1 elf warrior creature token in play. And Imperious Perfect gives me +1/+1, and I can also create an elf warrior creature token.
Alright. So already then I'm looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 13. I'm looking at 15 damage, or 16 damage already right now. Okay.
Tap 3 untapped elves.
Yep.
Elvish Champion.
Alright, great. It got even lethal. Sweet.
And I will pass the turn.
I don't think there's anything I can do right now. So against this deck, I mean, hitting your Tron on turn 3 is absolutely crucial.
Urza Tron is a very, very good deck. Eldrazi Tron is also a good derivative of it as well, and I've seen that deck just move.
Yeah, there's really nothing more I can do here because I can only drop the 1 land. I can't generate Tron. So, I think we're just going to have to go ahead and say that you got game 1. Just being off of it.
On the turn.
Yep.
And I could bring them all out. So like I said, this deck will move. This deck will move faster than I can even think.
Right.
I'm so impressed with it. One of the crucial things, though, is if I don't have a dork in play, this deck will not run right. If I don't have, a mana-producing elf.
I know, mana dorks.
Yeah.
We can say dorks.
Well, a lot of people don't know the term. And,
Oh, okay.
but it's always good to say that. I mean, you do have Rich and Tyler in here a lot, so you got to keep an eye on it.
We do.
Shout out, boys. But anyway, you know, you want to get the mana producers out as fast as you can. And I've even done where I've done a turn 1 Heritage Druid and crossed my fingers to see if anybody's going to burn it up with shock or burn it up even with a lightning strike on a turn 2. I've seen it happen. You sideboarding?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We will be doing this, and then we'll do this round, we'll do another round, and then we'll do one more. Absolutely. No. Don't think that would be good. That would be good. That would be good. For aggro decks, from my understanding of Tron, I could be wrong, you just want to be quicker than what your classic Tron is. And you have to be careful about wanting to sideboard too much. Also, you don't want to dilute the overall plan and efficiency of your deck.
That is very true. You always want to make sure that you keep the thing as viable as you possibly can.
Yep.
But there's always some cards that you always want to be able to take out of here that just absolutely can go to be ready for different scenarios. So that way you can make your deck more biased against, perfect term to what you used earlier. You want to make your deck more biased against the deck that you're playing. So that way you can, give yourself an edge. Hence the sideboard.
Let's see, could be wrong sign outs. By all means, correct us in the comments below. I am not a master at Tron, but I would like to think I can give you a representative of a moderate player at Tron.
Comments and feedback are definitely always welcome. If you guys got any questions or concerns about Elves, hey, hit me up too.
Absolutely. You can leave that down below. Also, if you like what you're seeing or you want to see more videos of different decks, hit the like, subscribe down below, click the little bell so you get the reminder, hey, we got a new video up, and we will absolutely listen to our viewer feedback if we want to give these videos for you. And we like playing what we play. Remember, we have 26 different decks here on order, ready to be built. Everything from Banned Spirits, Blue-Green Polymorph, Jeskai, Blue-White Control, Titan Shift, Burn. You name it, we can make a majority of these staple decks in Modern, and we're getting more, especially with Ornament Masters coming out. Hopefully, we'll be able to see some price drops in some of the cards like Bitter Blossom and that. I'll be able to play.
All right.
4, 5, 6, 7. Natural turn 3. It's rough, but I think this is a good enough keep here. We shall see. And for you?
I will keep it just to see what I can do with it.
Alright. So
I'm thinking I'm probably going to slit my own throat here, but you know what? I want to see what works and what doesn't.
alright.
Hence, pass the turn.
See what you mean now.
Yeah.
Go crack that for green. Draw. Use that. Play a star. Land. Green. Draw.
Yes, I know. I
Sir,
looked, but
guys, go
it's
ahead.
just a matter of time before I get beat this turn or this game. So
We'll see.
2 and wow. Pass to you, Rob. Goodness.
Crack for green. Draw. Green and 1, Sylvan Scrying. Pull up. I wish I could utilize this for generating 3 mana. I got the mine. Mine will come into play. Don't think I have any other plays left this game. Or this hand. Sorry. Dang. I can speak. Play to land. Nope. Pass turn.
So yes, he has Tron in play. Am I worried? Yes and no, because you know sometimes this thing will move fast, and sometimes this thing will just not want to move for me fast enough.
Yeah.
Right now, this is one of those times. Pass the turn.
Wormcoil Engine.
Wormcoil Engine.
1 floating. And I'll pass.
That's a very deadly card. Collected Company.
Yep.
So Collected Company is always the best friend of an elf deck. Helps you get more elves in play. Collected Company, the graveyard there. Imperious Perfect. Elvis Champion.
Alright.
I was hoping that you would actually have a Forest in play, but no luck getting around that.
No.
But just to make sure that you are aware that I am definitely going to mean business. 3.
3. Another Elvis Champion. Alright.
And pass the turn.
Draw.
So he does have Tron in play, and he does have Wormcoil Engine, but I happen to have elves that are at +3/+3 because each other elf is what they normally work out to.
And I think I would be okay. So I'll get him for 6.
I'll take it.
Okay. Go to 26. Play land. Force. Tap for 8. I'm gonna play Oblivion Stone for 3. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pop it down with the other 5. So Oblivion Stone, costs 3 to enter. For 4 and tap, I can put a fate counter on a permanent. And then for 5, I can tap, sacrifice Oblivion Stone, destroy each non-land permanent without a fate counter. So I do lose my Wormcoil Engine, but I also do get a 3/3 with lifelink and a 3/3 trample. Lifelink is going to be white, or sorry, Death Touch. Black is going to be the Death Touch one.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
Alrighty.
Always get your attacks in first, because you don't know what your opponent's going to do. Had I done that first, I missed out on dealing 6 damage and gaining 6 life.
Collected Company. I'll play Elvish Clancaller and Winans Elite.
Okay. Get your token.
And I will unfortunately pass the turn.
2/2, 3/3, and 1/1. Draw. It's got 3 in hand. Land.
All my dorks are on the bottom.
Takes me to 9.
Did Oblivion Stone take, give me, no it didn't. Man.
What's that?
Oh, okay, so it just destroys creatures, got it.
Yep.
Got it.
So go to Spatial Contortion. Your Elves Chancellor. Plus
Okay.
-3. Swim in. Dot touch. Lifelink.
All right. I will go ahead and block the lifelink.
Okay.
Note to kill it.
I will go up to 29. Get 3 in. You're down to 11. And I thought I'd see it.
I already know which one's gonna go. So Thought Not Seer will definitely make you make your opponent. If in case you don't know, it'll make your opponent reveal his hand. He chooses which one to exile.
Yep.
If I can get rid of the Thought Not Seer, I get a draw card.
Absolutely. Alright, there you go.
Draw. It's not looking too good over here. But he obviously knows what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Pass.
Alright. And this is where the game just runs away now. Tap for 10. Little log. The 2 creatures. Get him for 7.
Mm-hmm. I'm down to 4.
Down to 4. Pass turn.
And I try like nobody's business.
Alright.
And yep. Good old Ulamog, man. And I should throw that into Elves. That should be an idea. That should be a viable idea. What do you think, people? Post in comments below. Let me know.
There was.
If you don't mind. I mean, even though I'm just a visitor, I'd love to know.
I think that's more reserved for like tooth and nail decks than that though.
Yeah, that's true. I can see that in Tooth
Empty
and Nail.
hand, real no benefit playing stuff right now. I just swing out with the team, trigger, top 20 cards, get exiled from your library.
Well, because of the fact I know that it's going to be a beating, I'm just going to take out just the damage from
Okay.
Ulamog and I'm dying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd Thrak Tusk another Thought Not Seer to follow up. I was wondering if I was going to be able to draw into like a Ugin, something along those lines, but the slow start, the natural Tron, both things don't help out.
And I slit my own throat by not using a dork hand. But that's okay. I wanted to see what would help this deck win, what would help this deck lose. Seeing as how I'd be on the play turn 3. This should be to my advantage. Hopefully.
There we go. Got the W's up. And there's the side. Reset back to 20.
Yep.
Alright. Think you'll be on the play?
I am going to be on the play.
Alright.
Now that's more like it.
As much as I want to keep this, it's way too greedy to keep it for 1 card. Because he doesn't need that 1 card in order to beat me. I'm going wide enough.
Smart move on Oblivion Stone, by the way.
Yeah, you're fine. I could have played it sooner, but I wanted you to extend into it. And that's always a good thing. Don't show your tricks, especially if you know you can generate the mana to do it all at once.
Absolutely.
Have them overextend. We saw it I learned that lesson the hard way back when I first started the standard, and Supreme Verdict was a thing.
All right.
Down to 6.
Down to 6. Scry 1.
6. Almost grabbed right there. Oh, man. This should not be something I'm considering keeping. And I'm not going to. Oh, that could have turned out to actually be really good. A 1-lander. Without Ancient Stirrings?
Without Ancient Stirrings? No, definitely not. I would have gone right back in that.
I did have a sphere with the 1 land. And it was a Tron piece, but that may have been wrong. We'll see. Let's go to 5. I've been demolished on a Mall of 5 before. 4.
I don't like winning like that. I like winning your classic way.
Alright.
You literally sit there and defeat your opponent.
We'll keep that. We'll scry. And we'll keep that on top.
Alrighty. Forest.
Yep.
Then we're off. Pass.
Tower, map, go.
Ooh. Pendelhaven.
Yep.
Overshark Druid.
Okay. Fire plant. Go.
Oh yeah.
Looks like this could hurt. Depending on what his setup is.
Collected Company.
Okay.
I only have 4 in the deck, I promise. I don't have 7 or 8 like what probably some people are thinking right now. Come at you for 4.
Go to 16.
Alrighty, and pass.
The only thing that comes to mind right now is that Ralph meme of him giggling and saying, "I'm in danger."
Yeah, but with that Oblivion Stone hitting too, you're making me play a little bit more reserved and not as fast as I'm normally like to play. So that's good.
Yeah. Should have done this in response to attacks, but I'll go ahead and Spatial Contortion now to give it +3, -3.
You're just doing it just to the Clan Caller?
Yep, just to the Clan Caller. So
Okay.
that'll kill the Clan Caller, because I won't be able to kill anything else.
Okay.
Untap, draw.
Ah, I see what you did there. Yep, that's a true statement.
The worst part is, too, it paid off. I'm sorry. That was drawn into. Alright, so what we'll do 2 star. We'll go ahead and crack that for green with the other 1 draw. Put 1 for green, draw. I've got 2 there, 2 here. Thought that's here. Just gonna block her out.
So he has a choice between Imperious Perfect, which gives it +1/+1, Elves Champion, which gives him +1/+1, or a Mana Dork.
I'll go with the champion.
Alright. Champion is exiled.
Then I will pass the turn.
That's fine because there's now an unexpected move coming.
Let's see.
Could I do it? Collect a company.
Okay.
So, Langmore Elf and have a Shark Druid in play this turn.
Let's just move that over there
Mhm.
so then people can see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, not
The
at
dead
all.
zone.
I keep forgetting you have a smaller playboard.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 4.
Christmas is coming up and a wide angle camera would be nice, hint hint. Alright.
5. Imperious Perfect. Over Shark Druid.
Alright.
1, 2, 3. 5/5 coming at you. So does he block and lose his only blocker, or does he take the damage?
I'll go ahead and block.
Okay.
Draw a card.
Yeah, it's still
Good.
exercise. Yep, go ahead.
Good, I'll crack map. Get tower, play tower.
3, 6, 8 mana in play. 9, 10 with the one that's tapped.
Please don't reach across the table and kill me.
I'm gonna reach across the table.
I know.
Pause.
And then the deck is for you to cut. But I still need to win the game. And if you would like to cut, turn is yours. Yep.
Oh wow. Talk about not so cool hand.
Alright. Hope's alive. We can get there, boys.
He doesn't know I have Penwave in play, so it'll give me an extra damage point.
8. Ugin. -1. Exile each permanent converted mana cost.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what they call a cheat move. So this is actually my Ugin from my deck that he can't have. Nice move.
Alright.
Nice move.
It's yours. Alright. This is it. This is where we stabilize. Okay.
Tron stabilized, and I should have went in and moved in to attack you when I had the chance. Tron is a good deck. Pass.
Draw. 2. 3 to you. Let's do it that way. Let's not waste enters the battlefield, I gain 5 life, so actually I was at 16, I
You
go
go
to
to
21.
21.
Then when it leaves battlefield, I get a 3/3 beast.
Oh my.
Pass turn.
Pass turn.
Draw.
I don't know, Rob. I think my deck is totally out of gas now.
I think so. 3 damage to Heritage Druid.
I'm gonna give it +1/+2,
Alright.
just because.
And then I'm gonna hit you for 5.
And you're gonna hit me for 5.
12.
Down to 12. So I don't like to concede. Now, normally, the way it's looking right now, it would probably be a good idea to do it, but I like to at least see that last holdout play. I don't like conceding as best, as much as possible. But I mean, if I'm overwhelmed, then yeah. At the moment, doesn't look good. Me and my big mouth. I'm conceding. Yep, especially
Yeah, so I would have had the draw and then draw 7 and put 7 permanents on the field.
that is a great deck, dude. It's great on the mid range.
And I would have gotten 2 Worm Coils, Karn, Thought Not Seer, a Mine, and another Force.
Yep. Amazing.
Alright, so round 1 went Tron's way. I would say, with as aggressive as you are, I got lucky. I got Oblivion Stone both game 2 and game 3
Mm-hmm.
to wipe you out.
How many Oblivion Stones do you run? That's a great and amazing card, by the way.
3 in the main, and I think I even probably poor sideboarding, but for what I brought in, I want to say I even removed. Yeah, I took out one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So my side out were just like big heavy cards. Relics against you, I don't see them. You don't play out of the graveyard. There's no need for relics.
Mm-mm.
Walking ballistas, they can be good to fire off on your dorks, but eventually they just get so big. There's other creatures that I want to gain life with and bog down the battlefield with than just a walking ballista.
And the one thing I was hoping to get, if I even had it, so I had Fracturing Gust and Creeping Corrosion. God, I was hoping for Fracturing Gust to come out, so that way instead of watching you blow Oblivion Stone, I could be, no.
Yeah.
But, things roll the way they roll. I pull 4 Nettle Sentinels out of there and throw in Thorn of Amethyst. Making non-creature spells cost 1 more to play. Reclamation Sage. When he enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Creeping Corrosion, 2 and 2 green, destroy all artifacts, sorcery. And Fracturing Gust, destroy all artifacts and enchantments, and I gain 2 life for each permanent destroyed this way. 4 good cards. Didn't see one of them. I want to go home and cry now.
These were my 10 in. Thought Not Seers, Spatial Contortions, Grafdigger's Cage,
Yep.
Drag Tusk, All Is Dust, and Ugin. Pretty much anything I can do to get you to get rid of all of your dorks.
Ugin is an amazing card.
I already have one in the main, so he just doubles it up.
Thought Not Seer, amazing card.
Getting Collected Company is the biggest thing. So, yeah, the one game I had turn 1, I could have had turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage. But with how wide you can go without relying on Collected Company, there's no point in me keeping a pointless hand just for the turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage.
Absolutely. And the only thing that thing's going to be good against is if I were to run, say, Green-White Elves and I actually had Court of Calling.
Yep.
That is Court of Calling's stopper.
Alright.
That is a pretty solid deck, Rob. Impressive.
So, just update that real quick. There's a double W's. Yeah, I'm rubbing it in. I'm sorry.
He ain't going to have no more.
Alright, well, we're just going to keep going right into this. We're going to hit up the next one, and then we're going to do it again, because one round can show some, but sometimes it always doesn't. 'Cause I would say your game 2 wasn't an optimal game for Elves, I would say.
Not at all. Not at all. And I kept a jacked up hand. I kept 3 lords, one of them an Elvish Archdruid, and 4 lands. And I should have ran with the dork first. One thing I do know that I need to do is attack faster.
Yes. And especially with Tron, because you saw, is a mold of 5. Granted, I top decked a lot of cards. When you're on a mold of 5, you do. But I got very fortunate to hit the turn 3 Tron.
Mm-hmm. Turn 3 Tron usually spells trouble.
And yeah, my concern there, the end of your turn 3, instead of me cracking the map, I needed to get rid of just elves on board to minimize the amount of damage I actually took. And that should have been in response to attacks. I took 1 extra point of life with that I shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
But depending on what you have in hand and what you can do, that can end a game. Did I have the turn 4 map play or O-Stone play? I did. I had 2 forests in hand. I was sitting on lands. After I cast Oblivion Stone, that's all I had left was 2 forests. And then, sure enough, you were able to. I don't know if you had the Cocoa in hand already, because you were on 3 land. You had 1 in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then you drew and you were able to play land, cast Cocoa. And that's where my concern was, is how quickly can you bounce back? Thankfully, on my part, at least, you did not have a very efficient collective company.
Not at all.
I was able to keep going. Alright. So, new game.
New game.
Lawrence.
New dice roll.
Rock, paper, scissors. What do you want to do, dice?
You know, rock, paper, scissors. That's actually interesting.
Alright. So again, you do
One for you, one for me.
Okay, so take yours. I'll take mine. Rock, paper beats rock. Okay? I think it's official. He's cheating. See it first.
I laugh at you.
He's on the lines of Alex Bertoncini. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, trying to look at this as unbiased as I can, even though we already know what he's playing. I think this is an okay hand to keep.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm not letting you beat me that quick.
Never look.
I'm not letting you. Oh, I already made the decision. I'm not letting you beat me that simple.
Alright. There you go. But if you are in the southeast Georgia or northeast Florida area and would like to come on down to Camden Battlegrounds, where we do all of our recording, big shout out and thanks to Lee for allowing us to do this here. Get a hold of us. We can see what we can do to set something up. Our normal recording days is Sunday mornings all the way through into the evening. So if you want to come down, jam some games, hang out with some of the guys from the SnapCast, talk Magic and whatnot, be sure to let us know, and we'll see what we can get arranged for you. Are you all set?
All set.
All right. On you. Forest. Elf.
Elvish Mystic. Pass.
I really enjoyed my time of playing with Elvish Mystic. Because M14 was when I really got back into Magic again, past turn. I returned to Ravnica, Theros block. It was a beautiful time. You guys hear me talk about it way too much. Alright.
Pass.
Draw. So we'll go ahead. Make green. Draw. Play land. Tap 1, use the green, Sylvan Scrying.
Sylvan Scrying. What are we looking for?
Hers is mine.
Hers is mine.
One big thing too, also, if you are using someone else's deck or you are unfamiliar with your Tron land art, read the card before you pull it out. I've seen it at competitive events, I've seen it at FNMs, I've seen it in casual play, wherever you name it. People pulling out the wrong Tron land and they're like, oh, I screwed up.
That is a very big issue. And you see the after effects, especially people complaining.
Especially if, Pastor, your opponent has a different Tron art for every card that he has, because you can do that. There's enough various variations of arts out there and borders to trip you up, so make sure you're reading all of them, because your normal, like Crumble to Dust, it's up to 4 copies of that card. So you can get away with only doing 1, and then now you just let him keep Urza's Tower, Urza's Mine in his deck. Let's see what's going on.
Elvish Champion.
Elvish Champion.
And moving into attack.
Okay,
So now we 2-2, 3-4, 1-1, 2,
6,
2-3 there.
9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 11.
Pass.
Alright.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I will finally kill him for you. Unless he casts Oblivion Stone, then I'm going to be hurting. You're unboarded right now, right?
I am unboarded. Yeah. That is correct.
Same here. That's a lot of cards in hand, Rob. What are you going to do to me?
So I could go that route. I could go... So that's really the only route I think I would want to go right now. Assemble Tron, cast Karn. And then... -3. And let's take out... Let's take out Chancellor. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Pass turn. Alright, so I'm at 11.
So during the untap step, I keep forgetting.
Yep,
Metal
no,
Sentinel.
does not.
But if I go like that,
does.
and Dwynen Guildleaf Dane enters the battlefield. Other elf creatures you control get +1/+1. She has reach, and whenever Dwynen Guildleaf Dane attacks, I gain 1 life for each attacking elf I control. And I will be swinging in 3, 7, 10. And I'm going to divvy it. 3 going to Karn.
3 at Karn. And the other 7 will be at me.
The 7 will
I don't know why I
beat you.
moved Karn over there. Karn goes to the yard. That puts me to 4.
Karn is a vicious, vicious attack.
All set?
Pass turn.
Alright. Tap. Draw.
Mm.
I'll go ahead and pass for now. I'm not going to blow it up yet. Oh. Tap.
Four Forest Walk.
Then I'll go ahead and blow it up then in response.
All?
All. Yep. Sacrifice Oblivion Stone to destroy each non-land permanent without a fate counter on it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Pass.
So it's scrying. Tower. Put it into play. Got 1 floating. Leaves me with 8 remaining.
Is that Ugin in hand?
I believe so.
That's Ugin. 8 will cast it. Do you have Ugin in hand?
Yes. Okay. I couldn't remember if I did. And then I'll take him up and shoot. Pass turn. Okay. Shoot. What do I got? I got 6, 10, 11, 12.
this one.
Yeah. So I got Karn.
That's just nasty. That's just nasty. So with a Karn and a Nugan in play, along with Worm Coil Engine, yeah, me and my little Land War Elf are gonna just pack it up and go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a terrible person. I did not update.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. Then we would go back to the sideboard again.
I am not going to sideboard.
No?
No. Actually, I will sideboard.
And it's gonna be my sideboard plan's not gonna change. You being on mono green. Yeah. I'm a terrible person. I did not completely de-sideboard. There was still a Thragtusk in there. I'm a filthy cheater.
Well, it looks like I just automatically won game one, ladies and gentlemen. Don't I wish?
What did I take extra out then? You'd think I would know my own deck list by now.
There's a Tron has a very viable deck, very tough. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how am I going to get it on the 2-1? Now, I got him game 1 of 3 the first round, but games 2 and 3 became after the sideboard.
That's how. Silly me, I have 2 Ugin in the main. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oops.
Oh, you're fine.
My fault, folks.
His password is 0000, just like Kanye.
One more zero. He
Okay.
doesn't know that.
Just spam 0 and eventually you'll get in. So next year we actually have quite a few major events coming to the southeast. You think you'll be able to get out to any?
I wish I could, man. Actually, I'd love to, but we'll see how things go as time progresses.
Well, we do travel and
All about the money, man. All about the money.
Think you'll be on the play?
Yes, I definitely will.
6, 7. That should have been out. Alright, yep, we're good.
Alright. Cavern Souls.
Naming
Naming Elf.
Alright. And we're off. Draw. Looking good so far.
This is a pretty decent hand.
I'll go ahead. I'll play it. Go. I should have taken that out.
I don't know why you kept a Relic of Progenitus against an Elf deck.
Me either. I'm a very bad Tron player.
If you say so. Tapping for 3.
Yep.
Elvish Arc Druid.
Okay.
Pass.
Alright. slow me a turn doing it this way, but I think it is worth it. And remember, always double check which one you need. Graveyard. Over. Pass turn.
All right. Oh, decisions. First, we will go Dwayne's Elite.
Okay.
There you go. You're welcome. Additional elfin play. Tapping for 4.
Okay.
Collective Company.
Yep.
Bringing into play Imperious Perfect. Elvish Clan Color.
+3, +3, +3, +3, +3, +3, 2, 2, and 2. Alright. Oh, boys. Let's see what we can do.
Coming at you for 4. 1, 2,
16.
3. Yep.
Alright.
Pass.
Alright, wow. Play that tower. Get a walking ballista for 1 out here.
Walking Ballista for 1. That card is usually a great blocker. It is also greatly used in green-white elves. As a good shooter, especially when you get an infinite combo in play and pull one of those out. Oh my.
Sadly, boys, I think this is going to be it.
Absolutely, because I'm just going to make it nice and simple. All
Yep.
elves gain Forest Walk. We're coming downtown.
Yep, that's going to do it.
All right. Make no mistake, Tron is a beast of a deck, but I've got to get it fast.
Yep.
If you don't get Tron, because once I see that, I'm on borrowed time, and I already know it too, Rob. I actually saw one of my sideboard cards too. I actually had it in hand, just
Nice.
standing by, but
No, that's one of the downfalls against these really hyper aggressive decks is just trying to play big mana that you need to have a way to keep crowd control. Sometimes you get there, like we've seen with the Oblivion Stones. Sometimes not, but we're on to game 3. I'll be on the fly.
Yep.
Fly running around here.
Oh, okay.
3, 4, 6, and 7.
7.
Absolutely not.
Nope. I wouldn't have kept it anyway, but
So what are your thoughts on Augment Masters? Are you happy with some of the reprints, or are you thinking it's a cash grab? What? Oh, I want to hear Jeff uncut on Ultimate Masters.
You really don't want to hear me uncut on Ultimate Masters because I am a sailor. I have a filthy mouth, but I will say this, that Ultimate Masters does look like it's going to be very viable for a lot of folks that cannot get some of the cards, and they'll get it out actually at a decent price. But however, I would like to have a box for free. That would be nice. Other than that, it does look like it's going to be pretty viable. It does look like it's going to be a good selling item. I think that it is a cash grab in a way.
Yeah.
Because everybody, these are reprints of cards that people have been looking for. A lot of them. This master set looks like it's actually going to be, I want to say, one of the best ones in a while since the Mythic Edition for Guilds of Ravnica.
Yeah. And like with some of the reprints too, I'm happy about because that's right, we're on Moss to 6. Let's do it. Yes. Oh no. It looks like Elves is going to 5. Not looking good for.
Elves is definitely going to 5 because turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and I finally see a land. Around that time that I'd have to discard, that's when I'm going to get beaten by Tron.
Yep.
I'm not giving you a win that easily, my good friend.
Oh, come on. Sorry about you guys seeing my face. On the back of my face. I'm scooting up some. No, I'm pleased with the reprints. We got Bitter Blossom, desperately needed a reprint. Hopefully it's going to come down in price. Noble Hierarchy, we've already seen a $10 drop in its price. Cavern of Souls, we've seen it drastically drop in price.
It went from $80 to $45. I managed to pick up 2 of them online TCG Player for $47. Lightly played each. Mm-hmm.
And they're probably going to come even better than lightly played. That's one thing I like about TCG Player is some of the sellers, they're kind of that negative feedback means a lot. So if they have what they think is near mint, but there's a possibility it could be LP, they're just going to list it as LP. I did it when I was selling. I know Lee here does the same thing. So you may get closer to near mint on those. And yeah, $45 a piece is a steal. All right. All set?
Yep.
Tower, map, pass. Okay.
Elvish Mystic. Pass the turn.
Mine, pass.
Pass.
And a turn, crack map, get power plant.
Can he do it? I'm thinking, yeah.
Draw. Land. So let's do map. Go ahead, crack. Get second tower, put in the hand.
Please tell me I'm not looking at a turn for Ugin.
Not Ugin.
Karn.
Nope, not card. Here we go. I'll go on hand. TKS.
No, I'm not going to let you see it.
Show me the other
I'll
card.
give you a little hint. Kind of looks like that.
Oh, okay.
So the hand here is 2 Elvishark champions and an Elvishark druid.
Get rid of the druid.
Get rid of the druid. That would be on the smart play.
And deck for you to cut, because I did search with map. And it is on you.
Tap 3.
Yep.
Elvishark druid.
Of course, okay.
I was on the draw.
Yep.
And pass.
Draw. Tower.
I'm either looking at Ulamog or I'm looking at Kozilek.
Ulamog. We don't run Kozilek, so Archdruid's definitely one.
Exile, right?
Yes. And yeah, I'm thinking the Forest. I mean, either way, you have 3 mana up, or you're gonna have 2 mana plus the 1 is 3. But getting rid of the actual hard mana itself, that's where I was debating. I think that would be better, and then I'm gonna get him for 4.
All right.
Thought not to.
Down to 16.
Pass third. Champion. Yep. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Draw. Star, crack, make green, draw. I mean that's cool, I guess, if I wanna, just do all that. I got a green floating. Do 1. So I got 1 in a green. I'll cast Sylvan Scrying. Orbit.
You gonna tease me with that Forest? Sanctum of Ugin. Good card.
Sanctum of Ugin. I'll move to combat. Declare attackers. Exile the top 20 cards of your library.
Seven, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
20. Okay. Yep.
I'll take 4.
Take 4. You're down to 12. Go ahead and pass.
I'm gonna hit you for 4.
Go to 16.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Tower. I should know. Don't play land here. Be smart. Crack. No, I'm playing the Forest. This might be stupid.
No, it's not. He's just teasing me. He still has the win coming. Just a matter of time. No cards in hand.
Do you like a cut? Ancient Stirrings. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, yep. Get Karn, play Karn, exile, swing for 14.
And this is where I'm going to fold on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was 2-1, 2-1.
So needless to say, I'm not going to blab about Elves anymore, but yeah, I'll still blab about Elves. They're still a great, viable deck.
It's rough, I think, just...
Well, this is the mono green beatdown Elves, like I said. And,
Yeah.
I'm still very, very proud of it. And it shows me that there's things I need to look for, especially when it comes to playing against Urzatron. Urzatron is tough.
Yeah.
It's a good deck. He says I'm going to reach over across the table and belt him in the mouth, but I just might slide that in my pocket and walk away.
We'll be off camera.
Good card. Good deck. Good card. That's a good deck. Very viable, very good.
Alright, so yeah, again, if you like what you saw, let us know. We're going to keep running this mono green beatdown elves though against other popular decks in the format. Just wanted to help him out to see if he wants to take mono green beatdown elves, things that he may need to change. Again, there are different variations of it. You got green white, you've got green black elves out there. We know those ones, but we've acknowledged them at the beginning.
Yep.
And again, thanks everybody for watching. If you would like to check out more from the SnapCast, we do weekly podcasts as well as other content. You can find that at www.thesnapcast.com. You can find us on facebook.com/snapcastmtg, at Team Snapcast on Twitter to follow us whenever we go to any events. And of course, if you would like to, please, you can see we have 3 very generous patrons. We're just getting started with these YouTube videos, and I can't thank you guys enough. And to show support, every month we give away a bundle of the most recent standard set. So next week I'm going to be announcing amongst one of those 3 that you see scrolling down there that just graciously every month give the smallest amounts of money to us, minimum $3 per month. Then they can potentially receive a Guilds of Ravnica bundle in the mail, and of course Legions of Ravnica. Like I always joke, Fall of Ravnica, because I want Ravnica to be over with whenever we're done here. Thanks again for watching, guys. Jeff, thank you again for joining us.
Appreciate
for
it,
Tron.
buddy. Appreciate
and
it.
yeah, coming up next, we'll have some Jund going for you.